This morning we're going to attempt to move the filtration system. This is one of those jobs that once you start it you can't really stop. Because the fish need their filtration and they need the aeration. So we're emptying all of these, cleaning them out before we take it apart. And we're going to take everything down and then reassemble it over at the new greenhouse. It's a pedestal that we built over there. Come along with us and we'll get some work done. What we've already done this morning is we went and pulled out the deer netting from the second section and started pulling out the bioball sections that I've gone and put in tubing of basically pantyhose, knee-high pantyhose. And these are the filter elements in the second and third and fourth section of the filtration system. We're going to rinse them off. We're not going to let them dry out, but we're going to rinse them off, get all the crud off, but leave the biological stuff behind so that we can reassemble it and it'll take off right where it was. We won't have to season it. This will be fun.
That's my different spray level. That looks good.
What we're doing now is we're rinsing out all the bioball bags. You don't want to clean them completely, but you want to get most of the crud off. And then you don't want to let them dry out so the biological stuff on it doesn't die. This over here is all the deer netting. We're going to be rinsing that too.
Yeah, we've got the one hole spot there. I don't know that that'll be effective.
We drained the tanks. All of them are now empty. And I'm about to take apart the drains. These drains go to the very bottom of these so that when you pop open the valve, it all goes down into a holding tank over here that I use to feed the rose bushes and the bushes and other stuff out in the yard with sprinklers. Now, it's important to note that on the bottoms of these, this is all friction fit. It's not glued together. And the reason why I've done that is every once in a while I may have to move it or clean it, and I don't want to tear up all this plumbing. So it's friction fit. And since none of this is under pressure, it's just a drain, that's not a problem, and they don't leak. So let me show you what we're doing here. Go ahead and tap it smartly, and now it comes apart. Friction fit, no glue. And again, these drains go to just the very bottom of these two top containers. That way you can get up in the top of the water hose and go and hose down the sides and hose down the bottom and make the water flow take all of the icky fish poop and everything and take it right out into the holding tank. If I go and do this right, friction fit into a little bulkhead seal on the bottom, and I should be able to pull this out. Yeah, it's being a little obstinate, but that's okay. It makes a good seal. There we go. You see? That was in the very bottom of the tank here. And I've even got a dirt dauber that made his nest there. Set it aside and get some more parts. There we go. Hey, looky there. Another dirt dauber nest. Some people call them mud wasps. Not a mud wasp. Dirt dauber. Now that we've gotten the drains off, there's a vertical standpipe inside of this one that comes up to about here, where the water comes up and then it overflows into the standpipe. And the standpipe comes down into this third container here. When it comes down into there, shoots down, and then it goes in a circular pattern. When the current comes out, it goes in a circular pattern in the next one. Again, these are friction fits, so you can take it all apart. It's just a drain. It's not under pressure. You can't see it from where you're at, but there is a overflow inside of number 1 that goes into number 2. And there's a cross pipe between the two. Let me show you that real quick after I get the fish poop off my hands. I'm about to go and crawl up this ladder, and I'm going to give you a secret peek inside. Now, this is the first tank. The first tank has a hose that comes in, and when the hose comes in, it's along the side, so it makes a circular pattern that makes the solids settle out and fall down to the bottom so that we can remove it with that drain that we just removed. This is the overflow standpipe. From that overflow standpipe, it goes through that pipe, through those bulkhead seals, and into here. As you can see, got a long piece of pipe that, again, sets it off at an angle so that it makes a circular pattern inside of this. And this is where all the deer netting is. And there's that standpipe I was telling you about. Sorry for the lens cap floating around. Then it goes into number 3, and from number 3 it overflows into number 4. And see, I removed the down tube off of that. There's the overflow. It's got some slits in it, and if those get plugged up, it's got the overflow there. Then it comes over into number 4. Same deal there. It's got a down pipe with a elbow to make it circular. And that overflow that you see, right there is what goes out to the fish tank. So, let me finish getting this drain stuff taken apart and we can start moving barrels. Again, all this is friction fit, so it doesn't take much to take it apart. There we go. All the drains are out. I'm going to take those two standpipes apart. There we go. tank number 2. And here's tank number 1. Uh-oh. That's from the pump over in the fish tank. Now these are two 2,000 watt heaters that we use in the winter time to keep the fish sort of warm, keep it from freezing. And so far they work pretty good. I could probably use a lot more heating than this. In fact, on the new system, I'm going to probably end up having to put a hot tub heater in mine because I don't think this is going to keep up. And here's the frame support that supports tank 1 and 2. We're going to take that over to the new greenhouse so we can set up where we need to put the cinder blocks and get everything set up. There's a long piece of pipe over here. I'm going to have to take that off. Move the camera so you can see. This piece of pipe is what goes to the fish tank. Take it apart. Again, this is all friction fit, so you can wiggle it around and take it out when you need to. There we go. Now these two tanks still have a lot of water in them, so I'm going to get my handy little pump over here and we're going to pump that out. These are awfully heavy with water in them, so the quicker we get rid of that, the better. This pump is running a hose over to some bushes that are around the corner on the side of the house. They will appreciate the fish poop water. And that one's empty. Pumping now. The bottom of it is full of fish poop, so we're going to have to go rinse that out. It's pretty gnarly. Here's one of these screens I was talking about. This is a 2-inch pipe. I'm going to put a little piece of 2-inch in there with like a collar. This drops in. No friction fit or anything, but it sits in there just fine to act as a screen. All you got to do to clear it, pick it up, swish it around in the water, and drop it right back in. Keeps trash from going from one part of the filter to another. Yuck. That one's empty. We'll take this over and rinse it out too. They're still rinsing fish poop. Now we're pressure washing tank number 3 and 4. Getting them clean and ready to move. Now I'm going to start moving the supports for the filtration system. Now we're going to take these bricks to the support and move them over where they need to go. Now we're moving the rest of the bricks along with the support structure. Now we're going to start reassembling things. I've got the support structure set up, and we're about to go and start reassembling these and put it all back together. Now, one of the things that we've done is there's, on the bottom of this, we've got a drain set up. Oh, if I can get a hold of it. This is a shower drain with a little disc, and this is what normally goes into a normal bathroom shower. And what we've done is we put this onto a piece like this, and on that piece, this goes down so it sucks off of the bottom. That way you can actually siphon out the contents of this all the way real down, close to the bottom. The problem I've had with this though is sometimes these things come off just as easily as I just pulled it off just now. And I'm going to have to glue them. But this side is friction fit, so again you can take everything apart to clean it. So I need to glue these pieces, and we can start putting everything back together. I've gone ahead and primed these with the purple primer. Now we're going to go on and use the red hot glue PVC pipe cement. It's the blue stuff that you you can put on wet or dry. A little on this side. More on this side.
Alright, I'm going to start working on that other one. I'm going to leave it up on that table. Is there a pipe sticking out?
Yeah.
And push them together and hold them together for about 15 seconds. Okay, we'll let that cure for a minute. We'll do this one. I've already primed it with the purple primer. A bit all the way around, all the way around. A little more here, all the way around. Let's press it together. And wait for about 15 seconds. Okay. Now, I hope you can see from that valve on the outside, the pipe comes in and this goes down to the very bottom of the tank. That way, when it's draining down, it'll actually siphon out the stuff that's at the bottom. And it's usually pretty grungy stuff. That's how you do that. Now we're going to go and put them in the barrels and start placing the barrels and start assembling all the rest of it. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to see how I put this on. Again, this is friction fit. There's no glue on this side, so we can go and put it on that pipe and take it apart later. Way down here. This is on the one for the valve. And that'll work. Now we've got these two little parts. This is a collar and the screen for the overflow. We'll put the collar down in here, and that's a 2-inch pipe with some slits, and in case all of these slits get plugged up, it'll overflow into this, and it'll come up to about here if it starts getting plugged up. You gotta, keep checking your filters to make sure they don't get clogged, but we've only had this thing clog up once or twice, and it was because of stuff that got into it, not necessarily the fault of the filter. So we'll start placing this and getting it connected up to the other one. Put that other drain in too. I moved you around the backside so that you can see how these are connected together. It's just a friction fit. Take the two sides and beat them together with the palms of your hands. Make sure they're straight and tight. And there you go. That side's ready to go. Got these bulkhead seals with a 2-inch pipe. Works real well. Now, this piece of pipe I had earlier, that one is the downspout, and this one from the overflow from this one. So we're going to go and put it in there at an angle to create a swirling effect. There we go.
Shoot it straight out. I can get some mist out here in the distance. Thank you.
I think that'll work. Now we're going to start putting the drain plumbing back together. Now we're going to put the overflow in the tank number 3. That's done. Now we're ready for the upper tanks to go on. Now we've got tank number 1 up top, and I'm going to try to install a drain on this. Tell you what, Steve, bring that step ladder around over on this side. Okay. Now what I'm going to need you to do is hold on to the top of the barrel, because I'm going to be pushing up, trying to fit a valve.
Fair enough.
Make it a little more slippery.
It's almost up to that. There's a little lip up at the top.
Yeah, I want it even with the top of that black lip.
Yeah, it's caught below that little bit of lip. There's kind of a lip on it, I think. Keep going. You're almost there. You're just about level at this point. Maybe 16.
Okay, I'm going to smack it a couple of times, and I want you to hit your face.
Go ahead.
Did it help?
You're pretty much even, maybe just a touch below.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now I need to do the same thing with the other tank. Is it clean?
Yes.
Okay. Push the tank towards me. Here we go. Thought I said I was going to be in the shade.
You did. I got this time.
Almost. Just a touch more, Bill. You're good. You're up above the front edge.
Okay.
You're in very good shape there.
Cool.
Alright, you need me up here anymore?
I think we're done with you up there.
What?
dirty one, correct?
Yeah, the holding tank.
Yep.
Can you grab that holding tank and just dump it over and
Yep.
bring it over here and hope we can slide it into that spot?
Here.
Ain't gonna fit that far, huh?
Probably should have gotten the real one.
So we could leave it out here on the edge and put another elbow on that. Put a little down angle.
Ah, son of a gun, I missed him.
Thank you.
Got rid of the 8-legged, but I missed him.
There we go. Now we're putting all the filter media back in the tubs. We went and stuffed the deer netting in. Now we're going to go and put the bio ball back in the.
I'll get the ones on the other side too.
Huh? No. They are limited. Now the siphon thing at the bottom of these is what I believe.
I heard it say something about gluing too. And you got the steel bucket too.
We're filling the tank the rest of the way with rainwater that we've harvested off of the roof. The fish really like the rainwater versus what comes out of our water well. Now we're going to start fish wrangling. Jeez. Okay, run for the other tank. Run, run, run. Trying to hide under this is not going to help them.
Who you going after? I'll help herd them your way. You want the big one by himself? Ah, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Yeah, there.
Run, run, run.
See, I'm gonna have to check you and help yourself out.
Woo, you're a different color.
Let me get out of there. Fishing that way too. Yeah.
You can pull that pump. Move, you idiot.
Oh.
Nope. Nope. That's too. I'm afraid they're gonna fall out.
Okay.
There's only one little one left. At least it looks little. I got you.
You gonna go for the pleco and the goldfish?
Not yet. I'm trying to save them for last. Since they're big. Okay.
You can tell your friends you spent part of your day fishing.
Yeah?
This feels like cheating. You ain't cheating. You ain't trying.
Who do we got left? Oh, three big ones. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little one. I can catch that little one. Come back here. Where'd you go? Of course I did.
He ran away.
Swam his crack. Now he's over here. That's what I moved to. In case she hit. Come here, you little bugger. Whoops.
See what I told you? Some of them are quick.
Gonna hide under that one, are you? You just think you're gonna hide. Woohoo! Gotcha! Okay, 3 left. Whoa, don't flip out. Don't flip
I thought we
out.
had more than one pleco.
We had 4.
Uh,
Then winter came.
that guy.
He's a big, heavy fish.
Yeah. Confuse the hell out of the goldfish. Pleco is going to be a little bit hard because he doesn't want to come off the bottom.
Yep.
Here, I can goose him from behind. I say that. Oh, almost. There you go. Go.
Alright, prehistoric fish.
Hi, Goldie. Because that one's big. Oh, nope.
Oh boy, don't try and get him with that one.
No, I'm not. I'm trying
Just
to
trying to hurt him.
towards you. Hold it way down low. And we'll do like we did with the pleco.
No, we got him.
Okay, one at a time's fine.
Pretty color once it's out of water.
Well, they're not very tasty.
That koi that's right there was a refugee at Petco or PetSmart in Bryan College Station. They have a tank that the college students that are moving and don't have a place for their fish, they donate them, and when they sell the fish, the proceeds go to their charities. So I don't mind giving a fish a home, and he's grown into a big, beautiful fish.
Try not to hurt him. Over there, buddy. Over there.
I'm not a fan of this game.
No.
Oh, crap. Pick him up. No, I didn't want him in this one. He needs to go in there. Go. Okay,
Now we're going to pump most of the water that's left in here over into the other tank. That way they're being put back in the same water at the same temperature. Less fish shock that way.
Other way, maybe? Here.
The opposite direction.
Well, when I pulled it, it didn't pull back, so. Yeah, it doesn't need to be up against that, just hanging down. Honestly, that's good. And I'm thinking at least one, maybe
Yeah,
over.
one or two up there.
Yeah, gotta be careful. Oops, little cattywampus.
Yep.
See if you can get it right there in that center run.
All right,
There
here.
you go, right there.
Can do.
That way we can move it back and forth if we need to release pressure.
Right. Got it, got it, got it. Hang on. I got. How did
You
I?
dropped the zip tie.
Oh, crap, I sure did.
Boy, it's something too.
Nah,
Thomas
let's see
has it.
Thomas has got it. Okay, any more?
Yeah,
By the way,
we're
there's
good
a
for
roof
right
there.
now.
Okay.
20 deep in there.
Over there.
And the fish have a new home. It's a little dirty right now, but
It'll calm out, clear out.
yeah, the clean filter system will clean it up real quick. No sweat.
Now you still have that floaty thing you wanted to move too.
Oh yeah, the skimmer.
Yeah.
You go grab the skimmer.
Do we want some air supplies in as well?
The float for the water circuit,
Yeah, I'll get that.
Okay, that's what I was talking
By
about.
the way, there's parts missing.
The overflow has already started from number 2, dropping down into number 3, and coming over to number 4. And here in just a few seconds, we ought to see water coming back into the fish tank.
You have returned.
We have good flow. Okay, now Thomas, I want you to
This part
drop that in and try to put it out in the middle, and then go and run the cable inside there for me.
Where?
I need you to bring it over here. You see that spot between those?
What did you do? Ah, yeah, it took you a moment to realize. Giving myself brain damage. So,
Don't mess with it.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's think this through fully.
We're going to lift it over to here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get my feet on that side of that. One foot on that side, one foot on this side.
This needs to go this way, because
And we'll get it up onto this block and then we'll lift it up into the hole.
Okay, that's too far. You'll break the base. It's too far. Here we go. Now, is it going to fit there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll find out. If not, I tell you what, Thomas, before we do that, take one of those bricks and stick it over here. Better yet, bring both of those bricks over here.
I'll leave this out of the way. We'll go ahead and shift that over on that next block just to give us a little extra room.
There you go.
Beautiful. Let's come over to here. Here, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, we're going to put it up and in without crushing it. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Almost like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
You got one foot still stuck out.
Thomas, I'm going to have to lift this end up and I'll shift it over a little bit and move on. Now the foot on that side's out.
Yep.
Alright, lift it up and go. Watch your head. That'll
Yeah.
help. How we looked at? Think we may be in. Nope, this back foot's out.
Well, I don't think so. Because it's like that on this side, too.
Oh, okay. So that sits in that lid? Yeah, they're supposed to fit. I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere, Bill. I think it's steady wherever it is.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're set.
I don't feel good, so all of a
That's
sudden.
sand filter from the.
You alright? Yeah, I think so.
That'll work. That's going to end up being the recirculation system for all this. Thomas is rinsing out the fish tank that we were using before we go and place it over here on the new system and plumb it in with everything else. The idea isn't necessarily to get it sparkling clean, because there is biological stuff in the tank, but we definitely want to get rid of most of the fish poop. The filtration system has been moved and the fish have been moved. Everything's working. Now we can take a break. Now we've got a whole bunch of plumbing to rig up all the rest of the system and attach it into this. Now we've got the old fish tub installed over here. We don't have water in it yet, don't have it plumbed in, but at least it's set. We've got the recirculation pump and the sand filter set up over here. And we've got the filtration system up and operating. And the other fish tank is up and running. And the fish are swimming around and they're happy. So, I'm calling this project officially closed. We've got more work to do, but that's another project. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Come on back and see the next installment.